Hello and welcome to Seoul, South Korea. This is Christopher Wax Steven Ionetti, and I am bringing you live coverage of WarCraft 3. That's correct. We have one heck of a matchup here for you, folks. It's going to be SOL Mimox versus China Human. Both players human. This is the RTS stage here at WCG, and TSN is here to cover it, bringing you the live action, bringing you what you want to hear, even though it's probably late at night where you are. We are still bringing you guys excellent coverage here at WCG. We've got all kinds of good games coming up today. We've got some StarCraft. We've got some more WarCraft coming up later. And I believe we've got some Unreal tournaments scheduled as well, along with some more FIFA later on, but I don't think we're covering that. I think match is going to get started here in a little bit. Just to give you guys a little bit of a background information here on the two players, China Human happens to be a human player, and he's taken out one of my friends in this tournament. I gotta say, I'm a little bit angry with this guy. He's removed one of my friends from this tournament. 420, aka Martin Kadenov. God, I sat there for like 5 seconds trying to pronounce his name correctly, and I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Martin. I'm just sorry, 420, my buddy, my pal, my amigo. Anyway, let's give you guys a slight update here with the brackets. Let's tell you who is going on here in this single elimination round of this tournament. We're not going to bring you all the matches today. We're covering the stage matches. So we got China Human and SOL Mimox from Italy, and China Human from China, most obviously. They're still in this. And we got Yun Seok Kang, also known as Top Speed Wera, I believe. He's going to be facing Magic Yang. That's going on, I believe, at the same time as now. We got Karma, FM Karma, C14 Malloy still in it. Myth Shaman, Chobos, SK Insomnia, who is facing Grubby, Executor, MTW Taker, Orky Flash, who I believe is Orky Soul. No, Orky Soul I think got eliminated, actually. Another disappointment. Insomnia taking out Orky Soul in the first round of the single elimination. Orky Flash is going to be playing SK Fat C. I believe it's SK. It says Sky Fat C, so it could be mistaken. Then we got TEG Eviscerator versus G Canadan from Denmark. So those are the rest of the single elimination games. If I haven't mentioned one of your favorite players, that most likely means that they have been eliminated. So take that however you'd like to take that. Duskwood gonna be the map coming up very shortly. This is WarCraft 3. Christopher Wax Steven Ionetti. Let's throw one out to the sponsors right now. All right, folks, you know what time it is. It's time for WarCraft 3, and we have our first single elimination match of the day. It's going to be SOL Mimox versus China Human. Double human, folks, on Duskwood. You can hear the crowd pumped and ready to go right now. Everyone is set to watch this awesome match start right now. Taking a look at China Human, looks very steady on the micro, very concentrating on the situation. China Human throwing himself down an altar right now, along with the farm. Very standard maneuvering there, and he's chosen blue. Interesting choice. Actually, no, I believe Korea makes you stick with the standard red and blue colors. Very easy for us casters to differentiate between the two players. Thank you very much to Korea. Anyway, taking a look at Mimox. Mimox now starting himself with an altar farm and a very interesting choice, a lumber mill. He could possibly be fast rushing here to some riflemen or get some towers up. He might be even tower creeping. I haven't seen tower creeping in such a long time. This is a good map to do it on. Barracks going up right now for China Human, it looks like. Again, China Human eliminated 420, one of my friends, so I'm a little disappointed with him on that point, and I gotta say, I'm secretly rooting for Mimox. Probably not so secret anymore, as I have just told you on the stream. Probably not. Anyway, we've got some scouting being done right now by SOL Mimox. He's scouting around looking for his opponent, China Human. He will find him with a militia, a scouting militia, and he will run into an Archmage and a couple footmen here, I believe. Footman running into that peasant right now. He's trying to run after it, kill it off. China Human not too worried about the peasant, but he's sending off that footman regardless. Probably realizes where his opponent's starting location is now as well. We've got China Human building out a far farm. Usually players build this for scouting, and it really helps just to see more of the map. Archmage coming out right now for SOL Mimox. He's going to possibly do a little bit of a creeping right now. I think he looked like he was about to creep some Thunder Lizards. That might be a tiny bit of a mistake, but we'll see. Both players looking very focused. The player from Italy, SOL Mimox, not looking very upset at all. He is creeping the Thunder Lizards and Green Drakes here with Blizzard. Nice creeping job here by SOL Mimox, taking them all out with Blizzard, getting himself a level 2 Archmage very quickly. And now it's looking like Mimox moving over towards the opponent's side of the map, building himself a very offensive farm right next to the scouting farm of China Human. China Human now with 3 footmen as he looks to start creep hunting. So far, Mimox playing a very aggressive game here. He is not trying to defend from what I can tell. Possibly going to go with some tower creeping as he is just keeping very offensive, keeping his opponent busy, maybe teching up to the second tier very fast. China Human teching up already as well. Here comes the Blizzard by the Archmage of SOL Mimox. Militia being summoned right now by China Human. He's running after the Archmage, trying to kill off, heading it off. Nice maneuvering there by China Human as he gets in front of the Archmage, confusing it, and SOL Mimox going to have to town portal back as he is taking way too much damage, running away from that battle. He's trying to stay aggressive, but that might have been a wrong move. Keep almost research right now for SOL Mimox. He is playing a very aggressive game. He's got a tower up inside of his base. Still no footman being created by him. He's going to start taking some beatings soon if he doesn't get any units out, trying to get those spellcasters out as fast as possible, but that could be a very critical mistake. Winning the first match in a single elimination best of 3 is critical if you want to maintain the psychological edge over your opponents. And anyway, it's looking like China Human right now starting to go with a fast expo. He's clearing out his expo with some militia. We've got 2 arcane sanctums going up inside SOL Mimox's base right now. Still no footman being created here by China Human. I believe he's 34 and 50 on the unit count, so he can get a couple more units. I believe he's saving his money here for an expansion. He's got a lot of gold, though. He can start that expansion up. He's taking a sweet time here. I don't know why he's doing that. All right, maybe he's decided against making the expansion. Anyway, it's looking like China Human with some decent micro here thus far. Going after the larger creeps by himself now with Blizzard. He has gotten Blizzard as his skill, as his primary skill set, and it's looking like both players sticking with that as they favor that for some reason. I personally still like the water elemental situation. No, it's looking like Oh, it's a level 3 Archmage. We have Blizzard as the second main offensive spell. Brilliance Aura as the second, Water Elemental as the first. Interesting choice here by China Human. Here comes the Archmage right now for SOL Mimox as he starts to go after the peon line again of China Human. China Human microing his peasants away, trying to keep them away from the Blizzard as the Archmage of SOL Mimox aiming a bad Blizzard there. Doesn't hit very many peasants, and he's going to be forced to run out of the base as China Human brings over his Archmage right now and tries to cause some serious damage to the Archmage of SOL Mimox. Mimox running away from the battle yet again. He's trying to occupy his opponent's time and get some units out at his main base. He's just gotten a Paladin as a second hero choice. Not seen very often in American Warcraft 3, so I'm curious to know why he's doing that. Looks like he's using heal on the Archmage right now, sticking with that hero choice. Usually see a nice Mountain King selection as the second hero choice. And Archmage finding a footman there in the center of Duskwood. And now the Archmage using Blizzard on the center of the map here. Could have been a bad choice as all the creeps are awakened. Archmage in some serious fire. Heal being used by the Paladin of SOL Mimox. Mimox taking some serious hits here on his Archmage. Another heal by the Paladin of SOL Mimox, who is now running into the Mountain King and Archmage of China Human. China Human using Stormbolt, taking out the Archmage, and SOL Mimox is now going to have to run with his tail between his legs. But first, he's going to grab a Laria's Flute of Accuracy, going to boost up the True Shot aura around his Paladin here and give a boost to ranged units. Jeez, nice maneuvering here so far by China Human, letting that very offensive strategy of SOL Mimox just not phase him at all. Anyway, China Human finishing up the middle of the map here on Duskwood. He's picked himself up some decent scouting items. I believe I saw some sentry wards there on his Archmage. We've got 2 Arcane Sanctums right now inside the main base of SOL Mimox. He's going to keep cranking out casters. The question is, will it be enough? High-level Mountain King, super deadly. High-level Paladin, also super deadly. Very underrated. We'll see what happens in this matchup. I don't think I've ever, in all of the games I've casted, seen a Paladin and Archmage combination versus the Mountain King Archmage combination on humans. Anyway, more casters biting the dust here as the Mountain King of China Human chasing after SOL Mimox as he makes his way back over to his side of the map. He's got a lot of Sorks here. He's got 3 Sorks and a Priest, along with an Archmage coming out of his Altar of Kings here, trying to revive it as fast as possible, and it's looking like he is just doing an awesome job. With that offensive strategy thus far. No, he's not. It's not working thus far. Let's see if he changes his strategy in the second map. I don't really see SOL Mimox winning this map. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. Anyway, Archmage now for Mimox, going after the casting units of China Human. He's trying to reposition himself as he was creep hunting, getting creep jacked by the level 4 Archmage of SOL Mimox. I believe that was a level 4 Archmage from what I saw. Pendant of Mana on the Mountain King right now for China Human. Very deadly item for him to have. We've got some cross blizzards going on, hitting both players' sides. Slow on the Mountain King of China Human, and a blizzard now on the Archmage of SOL Mimox. Mimox running that Archmage away, trying to get it away from the battle as fast as possible, and it's looking like Mimox is healing some priests now, keeping just about all of his units alive. If anything, folks, we are seeing good micro from both players, and just an amazing job from both countries here, both countries' representatives. And China Human microing very intensely, it looks like, seeing from his player cam. Now we've got some exchanged blizzards on both sides inside the base of SOL Mimox. Archmage going after the sorceresses for China Human. China Human trying to kill off those Sorks of SOL Mimox. Mimox getting himself out of Mountain King right now. He has gotten himself a 3rd hero. Paladin in a little trouble here for Mimox. He's getting severely hammered. Some nice hero micro there. And now he's going after the Archmage of China Human. China Human going to be forced to town portal away. Doesn't TP in time, and the Archmage goes down for China Human. He is in some serious trouble now. I did not expect that to happen, but this is the World Cyber Games, folks, and anything can happen. Like I said in my player journal for the website, anything can happen. Now it's looking like Maybe SOL Mimox is in control. It's hard to tell. Both players' economies still fairly even. I believe we have an expansion going up soon for China Human. Right now, it's looking like Mimox getting another level here on his Archmage. He's got triple hero for Human. I don't see that very often with this strategy. In fact, I rarely ever see this strategy being used by SOL Mimox. Mimox still trying to creep on here. He's using a lot of hero micro. He's got very few units, and he's microing very heavily. And you gotta stick with what you know, and apparently he's doing a good job, because even though he was severely outnumbered in that last matchup, he came through and killed off his opponent's Archmage. Archmage and units for SOL Mimox now heading on over to the Goblin Merchant, picking themselves up a Scroll of Healing, possibly keep those casters healed as much as possible. It's just interesting seeing the Paladin in such a nice use here by SOL Mimox. You just never see that happen in most of the games I cast for Warcraft 3. Anyway, it's looking like China Human right now resumed his creep hunting, trying to get his Mountain King leveled up as fast as possible. He's almost got a level 3 Mountain King. He will get that in a second, I believe. Level 2 Paladin right now for SOL Mimox. And Mimox now trying to creep jack China Human. Does. Stormbolt's the Mountain King of China Human. China Human trying to run away as best as possible. A good blizzard there on the units of Mimox. Mimox trying to run away. Stormbolt's the Mountain King of China Human. China Human doing a nice thunderclap, keeping himself alive. 213 health left on that Mountain King, running away, and focus fire on the Mountain King. Goodbye, Mountain King. Nice job by SOL Mimox. And oh my word, we are seeing an awesome game here, folks. Mimox with some heavy micro, finishing off the Mountain King of China Human. Nice job by Mimox. Heavy micro coming from him. Blizzard being done by the Archmage of China Human on the units of Mimox. Mimox just going to town portal away here, try and regroup. He's got a lot of units in the red. Try and grab a healing scroll and heal those units up as fast as humanly possible. Excellent job by Mimox. I don't know where he's pulling this out from, but excellent game here thus far. Mimox now with a level 3 Archmage running to a different portion of the map, possibly to the Goblin Merchant, I believe, trying to bring a couple casters along with his Tri-Hero, which so far has been working out great for him. He's just run into the Archmage of China Human. China Human going to run away from that battle as he throws down a Sentry Ward. Trying to keep things near his base very visible for him. And let's see, it's looking like Mimox still looking very calm. I have barely seen a change in his face at all. And now here come the Tri-Heroes of Mimox. Mimox doing a blizzard to the units of China Human. China Human returning the favor with some icicles from the sky. And some nice job here by the Riflemen of China Human. Nice counter to the casters of Mimox. Mimox going to try and retreat his units a little bit there. Healed with the Paladin on the Mountain King. And here comes Mimox again, trying to run after the Riflemen of China Human. China Human taking some pretty serious hits here by the Mountain King of Mimox. Mimox micro again with some nice micro there. Mimox is pulling this micro out of his butt. I do not know where it's coming from. Here it goes. Mimox now casting Blizzard on the Archmage of China Human. I don't know where China Human is in this matchup. He is taking some big hits. There he goes, going after the Mountain King right now with Mimox. Mimox going to retreat that Mountain King as fast as possible. Priest being sent over to heal the Mountain King. Mountain King buys himself a healing potion. And oh, here come the creeps attacking Mimox. Mimox going to have to use a town portal scroll to get away from this battle. He was in a lot of trouble there, getting creep jacked as well by China Human at the same time. And now Mimox back inside of his base. Looks like he's just going to try and regroup again for another offensive push on China Human. I believe China Human has an expansion up, so unless Mimox keeps things going and keeps the pressure on, it's going to start to become China Human's game again. Wow. Excellent game so far from both players. Very micro-intensive game. Archmage Mountain King combination from China Human. Tri-Hero combination from SOL Mimox. And I don't know where Mimox is getting all this stamina in this game. He is just doing a great job. China Human now going after the scouting farm of Mimox. Mimox looks like he's going to start creep hunting again, trying to build up an expansion, possibly in another location, a less obvious location. Mountain King being healed by the Paladin there as he was in a little bit of trouble. Yep, some more creeping going on. We've got some priests right now for Mimox. That seems to be his only army, along with that Tri-Hero. Just very interesting to see indeed. Both players working very hard in this game. Both are trying their best. They do not want to lose. They want this $20,000 worse than just about anything I can possibly imagine. Here we go. It looks like Mimox creep hunting again. He's got himself a level 3 Paladin, level 3 Mountain King, and I believe a level 4 Archmage. His Mountain King has also picked up a Pendant of Energy, and that's going to mean some extra Storm Bolts and Thunderclaps. Nice job so far from SOL Mimox. He's just keeping the creeping going, keeping the offensive pressure going, and it's just looking like he's just going to have to keep it up if he wants to beat China Human, who is not taking things lying down, creating some riflemen to counter the casters of Mimox. China Human now going after some of the starting locations. He's going to get himself some nice items from that. Tome of Agility +8. I believe he picked up another Pendant of Mana. I think so. Anyway, he's still going after these creeps right now. Got himself some mana potions on that Mountain King. Going to provide himself with a lot of mana as much as possible. Wants to keep those Thunderclaps and Storm Bolts going on this map. Looks like both players trying to regain a little bit of economy right now. China Human very low on the unit count. 54 and 50, I believe, was his unit count. That's kind of a bad position to be in. You've got to have yourself a very nice, extra bit of units. If you're trying to standard low upkeep, that's one thing, but being negative on the units, or 55 and 54, I'm sorry. And now China Human at his expansion, some pressure going on by Mimox. Mimox gonna force China Human to town portal back. Let's see how well he town portaled. He's got himself a pretty nice choke point set up here. Here come the riflemen out in front, going after the Paladin there of Mimox. Mimox going to micro that Paladin out of danger. Nice job by Mimox, trying to heal the units. He's got a Mountain King to worry about, though. The Mountain King taking out the priest right now of Mimox. Mimox looking a little worried, and the Mountain King for China Human out in front, just dealing all kinds of damage. Mountain King out in front as well for Mimox. Mimox trying to go after the rifleman right now with China Human. China Human seeing that his Archmage in a lot of trouble, running away. Town portaling. Oh my god, town portals to the wrong base. What did he do there? It looks like he just tried to keep the Archmage invulnerable. Archmage going to go down for China Human. China Human in a lot of serious trouble right now. He's still got his Mountain King out, working over the Mountain King of SOL Mimox. Mimox taking the Tri-Heroes into advantage here, healing his Mountain King without that much trouble. And the Archmage for China Human is down. China Human looking very much worse for wear right now. It's just a lot of damage on China Human's ego to lose this first game, and I think it will be a loss. Here goes the Mountain King. Mountain King still with an Ankh of Reincarnation there. That was the item he picked up at the starting location. My bad. Mimox now with the Mountain King out. He's brought over some militia. What was I talking about, folks? People don't like to give up. Here we go. China Human bringing in the militia. They're getting blizzarded, and there go the militia. China Human just not giving up here. He's staying alive as long as possible. Mountain King using a healing potion. I've never seen a Mountain King last this long in my life. China Human just keeping things alive as best as possible. Here goes China Human running back to his main base right now. Expansion in flames as Mimox taking over at the expansion of China Human. China Human just not giving up here, folks. I don't believe the determination I'm seeing here at WCG. Amazing play so far in just about all the games I have seen. Here we go. Expansion about to go bye-bye here for China Human. China Human just kind of regrouping at his base right now. From what I can tell, it's looking like China Human's expansion is gone. Goodbye. And now it looks like Mimox taking things to the main base of China Human, positioning himself just outside the main base, and we are going to see some more offensive maneuvering here from Mimox. China Human regrouping inside of his base right now. He's lost a lot of economy now that his expansion has gone. And here comes Mimox. Mimox coming inside the base right now with China Human. China Human getting out his Archmage and some more riflemen at the exact same time. Here we go. China Human not giving up. Mountain King for Mimox in some bad positioning, blizzarding on his own Mountain King. Nice blizzard by China Human, hurting the casters of Mimox. Mimox losing several casters to the Mountain King of China Human. What a match, folks. This one is going to go down in the record books as being one of the most even matchups I've seen in a long time. Here goes the Paladin using Divine Shield here by Mimox, and Mimox is going after the casters of China Human. China Human trying to reposition his Archmage right now as he is taking a severe beating inside of his base. Now it's looking like the Archmage and Mountain King of China Human going to be forced to regroup here a little bit as he does not have the Paladin like Mimox does to heal. Paladin for Mimox now coming under some fire, just as I mentioned that. And there goes the Mountain. Oh no, the Archmage in some trouble. Nice heal by the Paladin of Mimox, keeping that Archmage alive. What micro? We are just seeing an excellent job by Mimox. I don't know where he's coming up with this micro, but he is playing phenomenally. Wow, this is great. Here he goes. Mimox just positioning himself outside the base of China Human yet again, trying to gather his healing back up, get himself repositioned again, make sure China Human is going to lose the next battle, and try not to have him do as much damage as he dealt last time. China Human regrouping inside of his base right now. He does have mass teleport. He's going to TP to another location on the map where he's got a peasant ready. Looks like he's going to use mass teleport to move around the map, and try to not get himself in a lot of trouble. Now here comes Mimox. Mimox coming in to the base of China Human. China Human taking some serious hits here on his farms and his buildings. Very nice blizzarding being done by Mimox, and Mimox has got himself inner fire now from his priest. The priest just going to provide a lot of damage here. We've got invisibility being cast on the Mountain King right now of Mimox and the Paladin. Looks like he's just trying to disguise his heroes from China Human. China Human not really paying too much attention to his main base right now. I don't know why he's positioning himself this way. He's not defending his main base. This could be a serious problem. Anyway, it's looking like Mimox now finally starting to build himself an expansion, just getting things going again, and make sure he's got this game in the bag. Mimox now killing off one of the scouting farms of China Human. China Human still trying to creep, get his economy going again. And remember, folks, we could still have 2 matches left. I would not be surprised if this went to the 3rd match. This is one of the closest games I've seen in a long time. And just a great job by both players. Amazing gameplay in micro. China Human, or Mimox now, looks like he's creep hunting again. Got himself a very high-level Paladin, level 5 now with Tri-Hero. That's going to be some very serious stuff to contend with against the play of China Human. And now it's looking like China Human with a level 5 Mountain King, and he's level 6 on his Archmage again. Here we go. Looks like Mimox with the level 4 Mountain King and a level 5 Paladin, and I believe he had a level 6 Archmage himself. I'm not sure. Level 7 Archmage right now for China Human, who is still taking advantage of mass teleport, teleporting himself around the map, trying to get himself around all over the place and just not run into Mimox. He wants to get his economy set up again. He does not want to have himself take any unnecessary casualties. He wants to keep his units alive, get his heroes leveled, and get more gold. China Human extremely low on economy right now as he's just started himself, I believe, another expansion up. He's very low on the food count, 30 and 30, I believe, which is a very bad position to be in. He's got enough gold here to start building some farms, and he really needs to bust some ass and do it. So anyway, it's looking like China Human is making his way to another portion of the map here, possibly trying to defend an expansion that's going up. Just wants to keep an eye on it, make sure that Mimox doesn't come in. I think he's got enough money here for an expansion. I don't see one on the map. I thought he started one. I guess cancel it. Anyway, China Human now starting to creep on again. He's got a level 5 Mountain King and will hit level 6 soon. It's looking like he is still using Rifleman and Priest as the mainstay of his army. He's going to get a level 6 Mountain King in a second here. There he goes, level 6 Mountain King, also known as Death. That is a very bad thing for Mimox. But he does have himself Tri-Hero. Now Mimox taking it to China Human's main base. China Human, I see the town portal animation. There he goes. Avatar on the Mountain King of China Human. China Human out front with the Mountain King. He's gotten stuck, though. He's in bad position. Cannot get to the casters of Mimox. Mimox, with his Mountain King out in front, got some very good positioning on China Human. China Human gonna use his mass TP again, get himself to the back of the base, and now he's putting some hits on the Mountain King of Mimox. Mimox loses the Mountain King. Oh my God, China Human still in this game, but now his building starting to crumble under the blizzard of Mimox. Mimox is just putting the hurt on China Human's main base here, but that Avatar is keeping China Human in the game. I think I saw the Archmage go down as well for China Human. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. No, Archmage still alive for China Human, casting Blizzard on the units of Mimox. Mimox with the Divine Shield on the Paladin, dishing out damage on the Archmage right now with China Human. China Human trying to run the Archmage away from the battle, and he's got barely any health left. 104 health left on the Archmage, and now here comes Mimox. Mimox running after the Archmage of China Human. China Human going after the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox healing the Archmage. There goes the Archmage now for China Human. China Human probably going to have to say good game very soon, as I'm losing my voice already. What a game. Here we go. Mimox going after now the Rifleman of China Human. China Human still not giving up. He refuses to give up on this game. And here we go. Level 6 Paladin right now for Mimox. Mimox could be using Reincarnation soon. I don't think so, though. He does not have enough mana. There it goes. Good game. And China Human's going to take the first loss. Mimox with one hell of a game. Nice job indeed by both players in one of the most even WarCraft 3 games I have seen in a while. Woo, I need to take a little break, folks, as my voice fades into oblivion.
유고 선수는 다 이긴 경기는 놓친 듯한 그런 기분을 받았을 것 같아요. 하지만 16강 경기는 3판 2선 탑으로 진행되기 때문에 두 번째 판 로스 템플 펼치는 경기를 잡을 수 있다면 충분히 8강 승부의 시간은 상당히 남아있습니다. 그럼 이제 그 두 선수의 대결의 스타트지 로스 템플 레벨에 대해서 어떤 생각이 드시죠? 로스 템플 네. 지금 내 리니지가 잘못 나왔는데 로스프의 게임을 다 그건 다 있으니까 이해해 주고요. 혹시 선생님하고 요새라면은 몇 시에 들어가기 시작해요? 즉 수만이 위치가 굉장히 중요합니다. 아무래도 플래시는 상품이 멀티를 사는데 하면 안 가는 게 문제이거든요. 물론 파워력이 약해지는 그런 플레이가 당연히 수만의 그런 데는 아직도 멀티가 국내에서 매우 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 몇 시에게 가느냐가 시간이 중요하게 되고요. 또 두 선수 방금 같은 플레이 멀티를 열심히 안 해서 네. 장점을 살리는 플레이를 네, 지금은 이게 네, 그럼 지금부터 빙고 선수와 리플 타소민 선수의 16강 두 번째 경기 로스트 템플 선수와 함께 들어가 보시죠.
Wax Steven Ionetti, and we're about to start the second game of this single elimination playoff here. We've got Lost Temple, China Human versus SOL Mimox, and the games ain't stopping here. Mimox Human, China Human, Human. What a huge, huge, weird situation there. China Human getting things together right now. He's just been... Both players have been playing phenomenally. You will not see this level of competition anywhere else, folks. Just amazing. I'm astonished at the level of play here in Seoul, South Korea for the 2003 Samsung World Cyber Games. I'm astonished. Korea's awesome, the World Cyber Games are awesome, and I'm having one hell of a time. Alright guys, we've got ourselves another good game here. Altar of Kings and Farm being thrown down right now for Mimox. Looks like he's sticking with the same build order he went with last time. No, he's building himself a Rax now. Both players grabbing the opposing starting locations here on Lost Temple, which is going to be for an interesting map. I think they're going to meet up in the middle, most likely, considering that the temple is in the middle and they are on opposing sides. So it's just a guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. All right. Anyway, China Human doing the same thing basically as Mimox. Both players sticking with an Archmage. Very standard human procedure there. We've got ourselves a militia going on over to the other side of the map right now, and it's looking like Mimox doing a little bit of scouting right now. He's got himself a militia going on over there, trying to find his opponent. Does not find him in the first spot. I know Mimox has to be going off of a high off the last match, because I don't know where the hell he started playing like that. But he's been on fire today thus far. If he's going to keep playing like that for the rest of the day, he's going to be a contender here. I mean, a serious contender, because I don't normally see micro that good from players I don't know. It's just something I don't see. Anyway, looks like we're going to see a fast expo coming here from China Human. China Human getting himself down that ramp as fast as possible. Militia going after some of these trolls, trying to creep those trolls as fast as humanly possible. We're going to get himself a level 2 Archmage shortly. We've got ourselves a scouting peasant right now by Mimox, running into the units of China Human. China Human sending his militia down, and his militia going after the peasant of Mimox. Mimox now starting to creep hunt the middle of Lost Temple. He has himself currently a level 1 Archmage, obviously. He's just come out a little while ago. Starting to creep that middle of Lost Temple, as it looks like China Human has picked himself up a Wand of Illusion. Very good for scouting the map early on, also confusing your opponents later on. Not exactly extremely effective versus most human players, as most human players tend to get at least a couple priests. Anyway, both players looking very serious, and they definitely want to win this match. China Human, I know, probably not expecting such a good game coming from a player that, he's probably not that familiar with, Mimox. I know I am not really familiar with Mimox, but he's playing awesome after this. After just my first time seeing him. He's just playing great. Anyway, now it's looking like China Human starting to creep the middle of Lost Temple as well. Both players going to run into each other very shortly. Mimox just outside the range of sight of China Human. China Human, as I said before, trying to get that fast expo going. I believe he's still trying to do that, even though he has been scouted. Mimox could take advantage of that, and he will very soon. Coming in now with his Archmage, Water Elemental, and some Footmen. Gonna try and put some hurt on China Human as he's building his fast expansion up. Gonna try and hurt them. He is going with Water Elemental as his first offensive spell choice. And now here comes China Human. China Human trying to surround the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox running his Archmage out, leaves himself an opening there, smart maneuver, and tries to get away from China Human. China Human now on the bottom of the ramp right now as he's doing some damage to the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox now using a Cloak of Shadows to conceal his Archmage and do a little damage here to the peasants of China Human. China Human just gonna stick inside of his expansion base here, gather his units back up, get his peasants on gold again, and get things moving. China Human now coming under attack again by Mimox, who has just moved his Archmage around the other way, got himself a level 2 Archmage inside the expansion, or inside the main base of China Human. China Human, level 3 on his Archmage, going after the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox now casting himself Water Elemental, trying to do some more damage to the economy of China Human. China Human running after the Archmage right now of Mimox. Mimox making his way down the ramp of China Human. And here we go. It's looking like Mimox is just trying to harass China Human again and again and again. And we saw that last match too. And so far, it's been working for him. He's trying to get the Tri-Hero again, most likely. But this time, he's going with some Footmen in the beginning, as he was a little weak in that first tier. And maybe he's going to sacrifice a little time on that third hero, or not build it at all for some early units this time, as he saw that he had some good micro last game. Going to count on that this game as well. as he makes his way up the main ramp here onto the plateau where the base of China Human is located. Creates himself a water elemental here, and now it's looking like China Human is chasing Mimox down the main ramp again. Mimox just trying to harass China Human again and again and again. China Human trying to get the keep leveled up as fast as possible. And now Mountain King just popping out for Mimox. Mimox not going with the Paladin as a second hero choice. I'm a little bit curious here as to why he changed strategies. I think that strategy that worked so well the first time should have been employed in the second matchup. But it looks like he's going with the standard old human stuff, Archmage, Mountain King, and then maybe a Paladin later on. But we'll see how it works as Mimox now taking position inside the middle of Lost Temple yet again. Here comes China Human with some water elementals going after the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox just trying to micro his Archmage away from that water elemental. Water elemental of China Human still going after the Archmage. Archmage now using invisibility or Shadow Melt from the Cloak of Shadows as China Human taking some serious hits here. Mimox taking some serious hits there. Being run away by China Human, and now it's looking like Mimox just going to take position near the Fountain of Health as China Human repositioning himself to get into the best possible position to take on Mimox again. Mimox now using Shadow Meld again on the Archmage, getting himself healed in invisible positioning. As now Mimox starts to creep hunt again. I think China Human just kind of starting to creep hunt in the middle again on his own, taking no heed to the fact that he was starting to beat up on Mimox. Now China Human inside of his main base looks like he's starting to create his Mountain King. His Mountain King's a bit behind there, but he's already tanking up to Castle. China Human now running after the water elemental of Mimox. Mimox now positioning himself just to make another run there on China Human, hoping that China Human starts to creep on again. China Human using his Wand of Illusion, trying to scout out his opponent, and does. China Human now starting to creep hunt. Gets Creep Jack. Here comes the Blizzard by the Archmage of SOL Mimox. Nice job by Mimox. There goes the Blizzard on the units of China Human. China Human gonna have to run some footmen away, taking some big hits there. China Human, who I believe got Water Elemental up to level 2 instead of the level 1 Blizzard that he can get. And China Human looking very panicked right now as he lost that first match. He really needs to win this match if he wants to stay in the game. Well, he really has to. He's got no other choice. If he does not win this match, he will be eliminated. This is single elimination, but it is best of 3. All right, here we go. Mimox now starting to creep on again. He's got himself a level 2 Mountain King right now. Here comes China Human trying to creep jack Mimox. Here he goes, going after the Orc. Oh man, I forgot his name. Anyway, Mimox is now starting to come in again on China Human's behind as he's just been positioning himself and microing great throughout this whole matchup. China Human just trying to micro his Archmage away, get away from that battle. Here comes the Mountain King now for China Human. China Human gonna start going after the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox microing his Archmage away from the battle. Mimox trying to reposition himself. He's got his Mountain King out in front as he gets storm bolted by the Mountain King of China Human. China Human now repositioning his Mountain King as he comes in trouble. Here comes the Paladin now for Mimox. Mimox loving that Paladin, as we all are, because that's been keeping him in this game thus far. Here we go. Paladin to do some healing. Tri-Hero going after the Mountain King of China Human. There he goes. Goodbye, Mountain King, says China Human as he bolts away from this battle. China Human with his tail between his legs, taking all kinds of damage, cannot handle the pressure, and gets away from the Tri-Hero of Mimox that has been working so well. China Human now with 2 Arcane Sanctums inside of his expansion base, looking to get out some more casters here against Mimox, who has just been playing great here at WCG Seoul, South Korea in the 2003 Samsung World Cyber Games. Again, here goes SOL Mimox. Mimox now with, a bad thunderclap on his part. Probably the first bad cast of anything I've seen him do all game. And there he goes, Mimox now going after the Water Elemental here of China Human. China Human forcing the Mountain King of Mimox to move back. Paladin probably going to heal him in a second here. Here comes the Mountain King now of, nice teleport there by Mimox, saving his Mountain King from certain destruction 1 second before a Stormbolt. by China Human. Now we're seeing some Griffins inside the main base of SOL Mimox. Mimox with the Griffin Rider in the back. Those Griffins can be a deadly bunch, folks. Griffins severely dishing out some pain to the units of just about anybody. Here we go. It's looking like Paladin now coming out for China Human. China Human taking some advice from what Mimox has been doing here thus far. And now here goes China Human creeping the Ogre Lords and Ogre Magi along with some of the Ogre Warriors. Knights coming out very soon for China Human. Here goes the Griffins for Mimox. Mimox creeping again. He's got himself a health stone, extremely useful on just about any hero, as it can provide health regeneration or a very fast healing potion. Now it's looking like China Human finished creeping where he was creep hunting, picked up an awesome item, Scourge Bone Chimes, gonna provide him with a very fast Unholy Aura, and that's gonna be very good for his Knights. Knights, which are already fast, going to be boosted in speed by that Unholy Aura. Here goes the Archmage of SOL Mimox going after Scouting Farm of China Human. China Human inside the middle here of Lost Temple. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's not creeping, and he's not saving his Scouting Farm. It looks like he's just going to wait on SOL Mimox and see what Mimox does. Mimox looks like he's going to start running after that expansion. Here we go. It looks like Archmage for Mimox, I believe, now coming inside the main base of China Human. China Human got a couple lagging units behind here. Mimox for Team Italy and China Human from China. Here we go. Mimox now inside the expansion base of China Human, blizzarding the peasants of China Human, and China Human taking some big losses here to his economy. Here comes the town portal icon, and I see it. Here goes Mimox trying to surround the units of China Human. China Human with the Tri-Hero himself. He's got Knights on the ground, and the Paladin of Mimox cannot handle the pressure using town portal to get away from that battle. Not enough Griffins to deal with the Knights of China Human. China Human now repositioning himself inside his expansion base. Another even match, folks. I don't know which way this match is going. Tri-Hero for both players. Knights for one, Griffins for the other. And a whole mess of casters. Griffins being slowed by the casters of China Human. And I'm just stupefied by what is going on here by Mimox. He is playing a solid micro game, and I would not have expected such a level of micro from a player I really haven't seen before. Anyway, Mimox now taking position here over by the healing fountain, trying to get his units healed as best as he can. China Human now at the Goblin Merchant, trying to creep on a little bit more. He's got himself a level 2 Mountain King, I believe. Some Gyrocopters coming out as well, which could be the key unit here for China Human. I think in combination with the slow from the Sorceresses of China Human, that's going to be some good game for those Griffins. I don't know if SOL Mimox can possibly come back from that. If he loses a lot of Griffins in the next battle, probably going to be his loss. We've got some more Gyrocopters inside the workshops of China Human. So far, SOL Mimox, I believe he's 51 and 54 on the unit count right now. He's going to have to try and crank out some more units if he wants to stay in this match. He's got enough gold to do so. We've got a scouting Gyrocopter here by China Human, and it's getting killed off very quickly by the units of SOL Mimox. Mimox scouting a little bit with the Griffin right now. And now here comes China Human. China Human with an invisibility Mountain King. Nice Thunderclap there. Nice invisibility, Thunderclap combination by China Human, as China Human now going after the Paladin of Mimox. Mimox using Divine Shield on the Paladin. Here come the Griffins going after the units of China Human with some bad positioning. Sad to see China Human with bad positioning. Now getting his units into good position, but too late, I think, for the Gyrocopters that are going down. Gyrocopters taking some severe fire. Nice blizzard by the Archmage of SOL Mimox. Mimox pushing the casters back again for China Human. China Human just trying to reposition himself. I can't see his Mountain King. There's the Mountain King for China Human. China Human still very good on his hero damage, and now it's looking like Mimox and China Human fairly even in this battle. I just can't believe the level of micro from both of these players. Now China Human starting to take the advantage in this battle. Mimox might be good gamed here in a second. Who knows? Uh-oh, here comes the wind usage. Cyclone the Mountain King. The Mountain King's up in the air. Can Mimox get away? Paladin goes down for Mimox. And Mimox trying to run away as best as he can. There goes the Mountain King now for Mimox as well. And now it's looking like a blizzard on China Human. China Human is rewarded with a good game by Mimox. Mimox saying good game. I told you, folks, these games could go either way. And I really need to get a drink here as my voice is getting hammered. Thanks to the WCG staff who have been providing me with lots and lots of drinks. My voice is still alive even after casting as many matches as I have thus far. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and bring you the next match in this single elimination best of 3. Next map coming up, I believe, is Tranquil Paths. Should be for some good games.
그렇습니다. 이 두 선수의 마지막 경기, 세 번째 트랙킬 패스로 함께 가보시죠.
All right, folks, next match coming at you. This is Christopher Wax, Steven Ionetti, and I'm bringing you the third match here in China Human versus SOL Mimox. This is the Seoul, South Korea 2003 Samsung World Cyber Games, and TSN is bringing you the coverage. www.tsncentral.com. We've got the third match here in a single elimination best of 3 in the playoffs of the grand finals of the World Cyber Games. The level of competition that has been displayed thus far is like no other I have ever seen. We have games that are phenomenal, folks. I have seen some Brood War matches and some some WarCraft matches that are just amazing. Both players here are human. The map is Tranquil Paths. And we've got another good game coming up. I'm astonished at the level of play that everyone has just been playing at. It's amazing. It's amazing to be here and see it in person and meet these people one-to-one and just see them play. It's exciting. Everybody here in Korea is excited. There are people here at the stage match, even though it's the middle of the day and a weekday. That's the kind of treatment that video games are given here in South Korea. People appreciate the effort that's put into by everyone. They enjoy the excitement. They find excitement in it, and it's just great to see. Anyway, map is Tranquil Paths, China Human versus SOL Mimox. Both players are human. Doing a little bit of scouting right now, taking a look at Mimox, who is going with his previous build order in the first match between these two players, which worked a little bit better. He got his casters out faster, got his third hero out a bit faster, and really owned up on China Human in that first map. We'll see what we see here on. We'll see what happens here on Tranquil Pass. I'm not really sure. This is a very human-friendly map, along with Night Elves. I find, especially a lot of the Korean players love this game as playing this map as humans or as Night Elves. And it's just been good games thus far, and I'm expecting nonetheless, to happen here. China Human now getting himself a level 2 Archmage. Looking at SOL Mimox, still level 1 on his Archmage, doing a little bit of scouting right now, trying to do possibly another little Blizzard Rush on the economy of China Human. We've got some scouting peasants here, and both players basically starting fairly close to each other, and just about the closest starting locations you can get at China Human at the 11 o'clock position, and SOL Mimox grabbing the 7 o'clock position. Now it looks like Mimox doing another little bit of a Blizzard Rush here on the economy of China Human. China Human taking some hits here on his peasants, and Mimox just microing his Archmage around a little bit. Here comes the Archmage now of China Human. China Human trying to hurt Mimox as best as he can, bringing that Archmage in. There goes the fireballs on the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox taking the hint and getting the heck out of that base as fast as he can. Keep being researched right now for China Human. And here comes Mimox again with the Archmage. Looks like he's just run out here, and he's going to come back in, try and do another Blizzard on the peasants and militia here of China Human. China Human looks like he's trying to get himself a fast expo going. Mimox might try to interrupt that. He's got his Archmage here just in front of the militia and footmen of China Human. China Human trying to bring over some ogres right now and creep them basically by his Archmage and his Water Elemental by himself. Ogres now going after the Archmage of Mimox. Mimox now forcing the Ogres to run after China Human. China Human still trying to creep those Ogres as fast as he can. And now China Human running after the Archmage of Mimox with his Water Elemental and his Archmage. Here comes the Archmage for Mimox. Mimox is trying to get an offensive farm place. He does. Keeps an eye on the expansion of China Human. Now Mimox just running around the base here of China Human. It's looking like he's just trying to keep an eye on things and possibly do some more damage to the economy of China Human. China Human now running. Oh, there's a sheep. There's a sheep. For those of you who listen to my previous WarCraft 3 casts, gotta know I love the sheep. I would click on it if I could, but the other announcers here in Korea are in control of my screen and the game sounds, so I can't click on it. And I'm a bit disappointed. Anyway, here goes the Archmage for China Human. China Human level 3 on that Archmage, I believe, and it looks like we've got the Archmage here for Mimox going in, trying to do some more economy damage to the units, the peasants of China Human. China Human repositioning those peasants, trying to get them away from the Blizzard of Mimox. Mimox now noticing that Keep has been researched for China Human, and I'm curious to see what he's going to do about that. He's just kind of letting it happen now, trying to cast Blizzard on the militia of China Human. China Human still with those militia. He's taking some severe casualties here to his economy. He's just losing economy all over the place. There goes the Archmage there for Mimox, killing it off. Oh my god, how did he lose that Archmage? I thought he had more HP than that. He's got to stay in control of his Archmage. He had a serious loss there, folks. Mimox, who has been microing phenomenally throughout this whole matchup, has just lost a micro point from the way I see things. Anyway, China Human, who has now taken his hat off, looks to be a little bit more serious. I, however, am not that serious and am still wearing my hat. Anyway, China Human coming in right now with some riflemen, possibly to counter the later casters of Mimox. Mimox now looks like he's inside the main base of China Human again. He's not giving up on killing off the economy of China Human. He's got his Mountain King over by the militia and some of the peasants here of China Human. Does a nice thunderclap, hits 4 of the peasants of China Human, and now China Human's losing several peasants here. He can't be too happy. He's trying to creep hunt, get his expansion up, and defend his main base at the same time. Mimox has just got him going all over the map, and China Human's got to have a brain aneurysm soon if he's trying to keep this stuff off. Mountain King for Mimox, still level 1 as he's trying to kill off peasants. Here comes the Archmage now for Mimox, who only died at level 1, so it's very easy to reincarnate. but still a major loss in this early game. Mountain King out in front now for Mimox. Mimox taking some hits here on his Mountain King. Going to be forced to town portal away. Does a nice little bit of Blizzard and Thunderclap, though. And TP's back to his main. 2 Griffin Aviaries coming up soon for Mimox, who is already at the castle level. I'm not seeing a 3rd hero coming out for him. Paladin might be a good hero choice here, as getting that 3rd hero. But I don't see him doing that. Rax coming out now as well. Looks like Mimox just skipping the 1st tier entirely. And he's been doing good by doing that so far. I can't make fun of anything that these guys are doing. They're just playing phenomenally. Great play from everybody. And it's just amazing to see the way these guys are playing. I'm flabbergasted. When I came here and started to cast my first match, I was shocked. I was totally shocked at seeing how good these guys play. Anyway, China Human now getting himself a potion of invulnerability here as he's continuing to creep hunt. Level 4 now on his Archmage. He is very much ahead in creep hunting. Super, super far compared to Mimox, who is only level 1 on both of his heroes. But he's got some Griffins coming. The question is, will that high-level Archmage be the deciding factor? Or will the secondary or 3rd heroes be the deciding factor? And the units? That's the serious question you have to give yourself. With the way things have been going, I really have no idea, to be honest. I have no idea who's going to win this game. We've got 2 Griffins now coming out for Mimox. Got some casters going for China Human, who is still at the keep level, so that means no Knights. And they might have been crucial against those Griffins. I don't think Riflemen are going to stand too well against those Griffins. They do fall pretty quickly to focus fire, especially from the powerful Griffins of Mimox. Anyway, Mimox still level 1 as Archmage and Mountain King. He's very low here on hero levels. Stormbolt on the Mountain King now of Mimox. Mimox going to have to use his town portal before he even gets to the base of China Human. China Human getting himself back into his base as fast as possible. Paladin coming out right now for Mimox. And now they are all meeting up to try hero. Paladin doing a little bit of healing on Mimox and his Mountain King. The Griffins now setting themselves up in a position to do a little bit of harassment here on the expansion of China Human. China Human taking some hits right now on his peasants. Gonna get his economy damaged yet again. Basically nullifying his expansion, I think, thus far is Mimox. Oh no! Mimox running his Archmage into the units of China Human, who easily kills off the Archmage. Stormbolt, and good game on by those Riflemen. Ouch! That's gotta sting. Mimox now going after some of the militia here of China Human, who looks like he was repositioning those. Did not want to deal with the Griffins of Mimox. Mimox getting a level on his Mountain King, finally level 2. Here comes the Riflemen and the units of China Human trying to chase after Mimox. Mimox repositioning himself, trying to go into the main base, I think, of China Human. China Human going after the scouting farm right now of Mimox. Nice diversion here by Mimox just with that scouting farm, holding back China Human for as long as possible. Farm in flames. There it goes. Kerploded. And now Mimox very low on the unit count, 43 and 34. Ouch. He's got 3 Griffins, a Paladin, and a Mountain King. I don't know if he was able to start reincarnating that Archmage before the farm went down. Anyway, it's looking like Mimox now. Oh no, getting Stormbolted on his Mountain King right now. 450 health on the Mountain King. Mountain King runs into the units of China Human. China Human not able to kill off the Mountain King, though, before the Paladin comes and heals. China Human thus far with excellent map control over Mimox. I don't know, guys. Not looking too good for Mimox right now, but he does have 4 Griffins, and he's hurting the economy of China Human. Way to keep yourself in the game, bro. I don't know how this is happening, but Mimox is still fairly even if you look at the grand scheme of things versus China Human. China Human not with a lot of economy right now. He's lost a lot of gold here so far by Mimox. Mimox making sure if he's going to lose units, he's going to hurt the economy of China Human and keeps himself in this game. I don't know how these guys can possibly concentrate this hard and keep track of everything that's going on the map at the same time. It's amazing. Here comes some gyrocopters now from China Human as he's going after the Griffins of Mimox. Mimox with the Griffins in bad position as they are being slowed and attacked by the gyrocopters. Mimox going to lose a Griffin here to a gyrocopter. Ouch, that's got to hurt. And now Mimox healing his Mountain King here as the Mountain King was in the red as he is trying to creep on a little bit. Doing Blizzard here on his own units. That's a pretty bad Blizzard on his part, but he's just going to let it happen nonetheless. Potion of Greater Mana picked up for the Mountain King. Do you know how useful that is? That is friggin' awesome for Mimox. He's keeping himself in this game. He's got good item drops so far. He's got the luck on his side. He's got the first game under his belt, but China Human has come back in the second game, so I got to give the psychological advantage to China Human. The Goblin Zeppelin right now being picked up by Mimox, who looks like he's going to take it on over into the main base here of China Human. China Human repositioning his units here. I don't know where they are right now as I cannot see the screen. There we go. China Human bringing his units back to his main base, I believe, as he's getting attacked by the Griffins of Mimox. Mimox going after two spots at once here with a nice Zeppelin drop on the expansion base of China Human. Mimox, man, he's coming back. I don't know how he's doing this. He's done it in 2 matches. It's amazing. China Human still trying to creep on. He's using that as the way to stay in the match here because he cannot get to both places at once. Trying to get mass teleport on that Mountain King, or on the Archmage, and get his Mountain King leveled up as best as possible. Gyrocopters taking out some of the remaining Griffins here at the main base of China Human. China Human still has a couple more Griffins to deal with, though. Gyrocopters versus Griffins here in the corner of the map near the gold mine. And here come the Gyrocopters again going after the Griffins. Griffins trying to focus fire on the Gyrocopters. Gyrocopters taking some hits, but they are dishing out some damage to the Griffins. And here comes the Zeppelin for Mimox. Mimox picking up and dropping his heroes, going after some of the units of China Human, who has brought in some riflemen here and has killed off another Griffin of Mimox. Mimox now inside the main base of China Human. China Human running back to his main base as fast as possible. He's got riflemen and some swords here to counter those Griffins. The question is, will it be enough? I don't know. I'm flabbergasted at the play these guys are doing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I wish all you guys could be here in Seoul, South Korea to see this game and these players play in these phenomenal games. I definitely recommend coming here, by the way. It's pretty freaking cool. Anyway, here comes the Gyrocopters of China Human. China Human coming in right now, back to his main base. Mimox just moving his units all around the plate, all around the map. Here he goes, attacking the expansion base again. Here comes China Human, casting Stormbolt on the Mountain King of Mimox. Mimox getting blizzarded as well. He's got his Mountain King in a bunch of trouble right now. Gonna be picked up by the Zeppelin and run the heck out of there. Woo! Mimox keeping things alive here with his nice micro. Again, this game is too hard to call, folks. We do have another game coming up. It's going to be StarCraft Brood War at 3 o'clock here, Korean time. It's 2 o'clock right now, p.m. here, Korean time. So it's going to be at about an hour if things are not delayed. Again, just a lot of movement being done here by Mimox, just trying to run around the map and keep China Human in check. Doesn't want him to build another expo. He wants to keep his economy down. Here come more Griffins right now for Mimox inside the main base of China Human. China Human getting some nice hits on those Griffins, though, taking out one of them. Another Griffin gonna bite the dust here. Mimox not realizing he's slowed and cannot possibly get away from the Gyrocopter. Instead, he's dropping his heroes down on the peasants of China Human. China Human getting blizzarded here. Mimox in control of like 10 units at once. He's doing a great job using his Paladin out in front, trying to go after the units of China Human. And now Mimox doing more blizzard. He's damaging up the economy of China Human, but China Human has been saving up his gold, folks. He's learning, hey, you know, I'm getting blasted here. I should start saving some economy. There goes the Paladin of Mimox. Mimox saying good game. He's finally given up. China Human has taken the win over Mimox in one of the best WarCraft 3 matches I've ever casted. I can't believe this. Holy crap. 2 players I've never casted before, putting up one hell of a show. All right, folks, next match is coming up soon. This is Christopher Wax Steven Eddie for the Team Sportscast Network. Thank you for listening. We've got more matches coming up soon. Be sure to take some pills or drink some coffee and catch them, no matter where you are. We'll be back in a little while.
이로써 중국 대표 김구호 선수와 이태리 대표 미켈 까소리 선수의 경기에서는 김구호 선수가 승리를 하면서 8강에 안착을 하게 되었고요. 이제 16강에 진출한 우리 프로스 선수 강민석 선수가 16강에서 8강에 오르기를 간절히 바라면서 저희는 이만 물러나도록 하겠습니다. 여기는 서울 빈공원 texting 경기입니다.